Testing one, two, three. What's up, YouTube family? This is your boy 0618. And we back at it again, man. We back on deck, fresh out the lab, baby. How's everybody doing today? Hey, hopefully everybody within the sound of my voice is having a groovy day. Yeah, I see it groovy. Great, wonderful, however you want to phrase it, I hope you having one. Today we got Donald Trump on the agenda. Donald J. Trump, the 47th President of the United States. Hate him or love him, that's what it's going to be, y'all. You know, I know everybody got their opinions about Mr. Trump. You know, he's been involved in a lot of controversy. He's got a lot of bad points. He's got a lot of good points. Some may say he got more bad than good. Some may say he's got more good than bad. It's just your personal opinion. But today, man, we're just gonna talk a little bit about Mr. Trump. For you that don't know, Mr. Trump was born in Queens, Jamaica. He was born on June 14th, 1946, in a Jamaican Queens hospital. That's in New York City. Mr. Trump is the fourth child in a big family. His dad was a big real estate tycoon, and so Donald he followed in his father's footsteps, and he carved out himself a pretty nice legacy in business real estate. You know, he did his thing. He did his thing. He was also a reality TV star. He had a show called The Apprentice. I don't know. Some of y'all may remember. Some of y'all may not. He had a young lady on there by the name of Omarosa. They had what you may say they had a controversial relationship. Nevertheless, that was him and her business. But he had this show, The Apprentice, and he was the star of that show. Man, I think that show ran like maybe 14 years. He did that for like 14 years. He's also going to be the 47th president. He was the 45th president. There's only been two presidents that has held split terms. Grover Cleveland, who was president from, I believe it was March 1885 to March 1889. And then again, he served from March 1893 to March 1897. And as the same with Donald Trump, he served from 2016 to 2020, and now he's going to serve from 2024 to 2028. So yeah, there you have it. There's only been two presidents that has had split terms in the history of this here country. Mr. Trump, he's responsible for building a lot of casinos, a lot of prestigious golf courses. He got a lot of big name hotels under his belt. He so on March of 2023, Trump became the first president, the first former president to be charged and convicted of a crime. He's also been under scrutiny, and the Manhattan grand jury has voted to indict him on charges related to the hush money payments. Although we have no idea when that may come, if it will ever come. I don't know I don't know how you vote to indict someone and you don't indict them, but that's how that went. And so, Mr. Trump, while on the campaign trail, he made several promises. Notoriously, his biggest promise was to get rid of all the migrants. The migrants are filling up all the United States cities, man. They got budgets bursting at the seams. You know, they got Venezuelan gangs running around, taking over apartment buildings, and uh, in Chicago, I hear they got the migrants on like a big old swath of land, man. And I think it was a couple of weeks ago, the gang, one of the Venezuelan gangs, squared off with some of the Chicago gang members in the alley, and they duked it out, man. It was no gunfire, no gunplay involved. So, wow, imagine that. You know, the Chicago gangs are notorious for, like any gang, notorious for shooting, killing, and maiming people. And you know, so it's kind of funny to think that they squared off with another gang and nobody got seriously hurt. So yeah, that's what happened with that. He's also has said, also has promised that he wants to give immigrant students a green card for the duration of their studies here in the states. You know, he just don't want to kick out the students. He want to at least give them a chance, I guess, and he's gonna offer them green cards for the duration of their studies. And once that's over, then I guess they can apply for citizenship and come on into the country. Uh, he also wants to make this thing of giving immigrants food stamps. Uh, he's definitely opposed to that. He wants to make a law that says that no one but U.S. citizens is eligible for food stamps. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be an American to get food stamps. It just means what it says. You have to be a U.S. citizen. And, you know, so if you're not born here in the United States, there's ways that you have to go about to become a citizen. And so once you satisfy those demands, then boom, there you go. You will be a citizen. He There's talk that he wants to end this business of taxing Social Security benefits. Yeah, you know that's a good one right there. If you live to be Social Security age, uh, you will definitely agree with that. As it is now, uh, when you work, you know, and they take out money for your retirement, for your Social Security, they tax you on that money. And then when you start getting your benefits, they tax you on that money. So it's a double taxation thing, you know. And there's a lot of things that's uh, doubly taxed here in the United States. Uh, I ain't got time to go into all that. That's another movement. But yeah, he wants to end this business of taxing uh, the food stamps. He also wants to put a cap on the interest that these credit card companies charge. You know, they charge these high, ridiculous rates. And yeah, although you know, I know everybody's got the right to say yes or no. You know, we all can say yes or we can say no. But he wants to bring that down to right around the 10, 12% range and get up out of that 28, 30, 32% range of an interest that they charging for these credit cards. Uh, he also claims that within 24 hours that he's going to end the war in Ukraine. You know, I don't think a lot of people are uh, giving them a lot of giving that a lot of thought. You know, I don't think nobody really thinks that he can do that. But I guess he's gonna give it a try. You know, there's nothing wrong with trying. Uh, he's probably gonna go something like go to Russia and say, well, if you don't come to the table, we're gonna arm Ukraine to the teeth. Non-stop funding, non-stop weaponry, uh, advanced technology, all that. And so he'll go to the Ukrainians and tell them that if they don't come to the table, uh, that they will stop the funding, that there will be no more weapons, there'll be no more aid, none of that. You'll be on your own. Well, they won't be on their own because they have other countries and nations that support them. But a lot of those countries, man, they follow the U.S. You know, whatever the U.S. do, they follow suit. And so that's one of the things that Mr. Trump has said that he wants to do. He also wants to. Y'all remember that when they stormed the Capitol, I believe it was in January 6th, 2021. This the storming of the United States of of American Capitol, January 6th, 2021. Mr. Trump, he wants to pardon everyone that was convicted of participating in that event. He wants to pardon them, give them a free ride, give them a free get out of jail card. Uh, naturally, he don't feel like anything should be done to him because those are his supporters. They were there because of him. They were, yeah. They were Trump supporters, and they turned out in numbers. So he's coming up with a deal to shield and protect them. In case you didn't know, he wants to have the death penalty for all child rapists and child traffickers. Uh, Man, thumbs up on that one, Donald. Uh, we all want our children to be protected, and this is a great start at that. Uh, I'm trying to think off the top if any other countries have a death penalty for child rape or child trafficking, and I can't think of any right offhand. But just because I can't think of it, don't mean that they don't exist. But yeah, he wants to get child rapists and child traffickers the death penalty. Uh, he also wants to get rid of this business of transgender. You know, some of these places they didn't implement transgender restrooms. They've implemented transgender fitting rooms. Uh, they got transgender clothes. You can get a transgender hat. You can get a transgender mask, and it's all legitimate. The LBGTQ, I think it is, that movement has gotten really big, and you know, love them or hate them, the movement is a big movement, and so they've had laws passed in their favor. And so Trump is he wants to go in and redo all that, take away any rights or whatever that transgenders may have, and he just wants to bring it back down the way God had it, male and female. He wants it to be where there's only going to be two genders recognized, and that's going to be the one assigned to you at birth, whether you were born a male or whether you were born a female. And end all this business of transgender this and transgender that. He also wanted to get the transgender women out of sports. This business of being a transgender and then getting into women's sports, competing with women. That's not a fair. That's not a fair lineup. I mean, that's not the correct word, but y'all know what I'm saying. That's not fair. The average woman cannot outdo the average man in physical sports. And so he's getting ready to level that playing field, bring it back to the way that it should be. Women should be competing against women. They shouldn't have to compete against some freak with a wig on. You know what I'm saying? Just claiming to be that he got this he had this this revelation that he's supposed to be a woman when God made him a male. So he's getting ready to get rid of all that. And last but not least, he's getting ready to stop all transgenders into going into the military. At one time, they had a transgender ban. You couldn't get into the military if you were gay, if you was transgender, if any of that. The only way you could get into the United States military is you had to be 100% man or 100% woman. There was no half and half. So he's going to be fighting to bring that back. And so, uh, love him or hate him, that's a good thing. You got to agree with that. So, yeah, y'all, that was just a few things that Unc had on his mind about Trump. Um, Trump is a very controversial figure, but like it or not, he's getting ready to be president, and so that's what we got to deal with for the next 4 years. But anyway, hope you like this video. Uh, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have much, much more coming. Like I said earlier, the channel is under construction, and just hang tight, and everything gonna be all right. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you're not a member of the channel, I suggest that you subscribe to the channel, like, and leave me a comment, man. Those comments are very important. Those comments, uh, we as creators read those comments and try to pivot our channel or our content toward the word that those comments are coming. So yeah, keep them coming, man. Like, comment, and subscribe if you already have not subscribed. So until the next time, y'all stay peaceful and y'all come back and see we out of there.